Lesson 8 starts on page 30, and the first part is on subtraction facts, and the second part is on fact families. Subtraction, like addition, is extremely important for you to understand. You'll use this for the rest of your life, so it's really good to get it down now. God has designed your brain to memorize things and to absorb a lot of information right now while you're at this age. When you get older, it won't be as easy to memorize things. So if you learn this now and really understand it well now, it'll just be better for you later. So look at those 5 blue dots that I have on the board. If I wanted to erase 3 of them, I would end up with just 2 dots left. And we could represent what I just did using a math equation. 5 minus 3 equals 2. That minus sign, that tells us to subtract the number to the right of the minus sign from the number to the left, or to take away that number. We took 3 away. We erased 3 dots from the 5 that were there, and we're left with 2. Do you remember what the result of addition is called? That's called the sum. The result of subtraction is called the difference. So let's review this again. The number to the right of that minus sign, that's what that little dash is called in subtraction. That's called the minus sign. That tells us how much we're going to take away from the number to the left. Let's do some practice problems. Let's take 11 away from 12. So if you want to, you can write dots out if you want to. If you're not understanding subtraction very well yet, put that 12 dots down and then erase 11 of those, and you'd see that you would have 1 left. The difference between 12 and 11 is 1, and so that's our answer. Let's do 9 minus 4. Take 4 away from 9. That would equal 5. Do whatever you need to right now to help you understand how to do subtraction. If you need to refresh your memory, do 14 minus 6. Take 6 away from 14. That would equal 8. Let's try one more. 17 minus 13. That means you're going to take 13 away from 17. And so you end up with 4 left over. And it's always a good idea to put a box around your answer to show clearly where your answer is. Whenever you do math, it's always good to be neat and organized, because math is neat and organized. There's usually an exact answer. There's certain steps that you need to take to follow to solve the problem. God has given us numbers to help us understand His creation and to help us function on the earth while we're here. We have a very purposeful and organized God, so it's a good idea to practice being organized and to be neat when you're doing your math work. Now, the second part of this lesson is on fact families, and I think the best way to understand these is just to do some problems. What they want you to do is write down 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts based on the numbers that they give you. And they'll give you a set of 3 numbers, and you can make 2 addition facts, or basically 2 addition problems, and 2 subtraction problems or subtraction facts from that set of 3 numbers. For example, look at practice problem E. Let's think of 2 addition facts that we could use 2, 1, and 3 with. Well, one of them would be 2 plus 1 equals 3. Another one is 1 plus 2 equals 3. Remember, in addition, order doesn't matter. The order that you put the numbers in does not matter. Now, let's think about 2 subtraction facts. 3 minus 1, that equals 2. If you took 1 away from 3, you'd have 2 left over. And then another one, 3 minus 2 equals 1. Take away 2 from 3 and you get 1. Now, order does matter in subtraction. You can't say 1 minus 3. That's not the same thing as 3 minus 1. So make sure you understand that. Be very careful about that. In addition, order of the numbers does not matter. In subtraction, it matters a great deal. Let's think about some numbers that would not work as fact families we couldn't have said 2 plus 3 equals 5 because 5 is not part of that family, right? We are only using 2, 1, and 3, so that would not work. For subtraction, we couldn't have done 2 minus 1 equals 1 because we have to use the 3 in there somewhere. We don't have 2 1s in our family. We only have 1 1, so that wouldn't work. So do you see how these work? You have 3 numbers. You have to make 2 addition facts with those 3 numbers, and you can only have those 3 numbers in there. And then 2 subtraction facts, and you can only use those 3 numbers in those 2 subtraction facts. Look at these 3 numbers. Let's make 2 addition and 2 subtraction facts with 6, 14, and 8. Well, 6 plus 8, that's equal to 14. 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. And then 2 subtraction facts, 14 minus 6, that equals 8. 14 minus 8, that equals 6. Now, one of the reasons you do these fact families is to help you understand and be able to compare addition and subtraction. Notice, for example, that in both of our examples here, when we've done the subtraction facts, the largest number, we put that one first on our left side of our equal sign. 14 minus 6, 14 minus 8. In practice problem E, 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2. The largest number goes first. In subtraction, you always have to take a smaller number from a larger number, so you put the larger one first. Another thing to notice is that order does not matter in addition. Order matters greatly in subtraction. Working with these fact families helps us to understand things like that about addition and subtraction. Okay, well that's all for lesson 8.